I have some bad news to share with you guys. A friend of mine who was really good at the University of Medicine, was a straight A student, got in a car crash. And it was quite a horrible accident. He broke his spine. And for the last 2 years, he was in a wheelchair. But fortunately, BatWoman was on TV, and he managed to get out from the wheelchair in order to go all the way to the television and change the channel. So, yes, Batwoman is a show that does absolute miracles. It managed to lower the ratings to unbelievable lows. And I don't know how it managed to get another season. It's completely astonishing. I guess the showrunners must have some faith, or maybe they have some divine intervention which told them the future, because on any other network this show would have been cancelled. But no, apparently it still goes on, and I guess they finally pulled the ace up their sleeves. They shifted 5 mana, and then put the character is gay. Astonishing. And apparently this is a historic reveal. And I've read a couple of articles about it, and they're talking like it's something popular, as if people actually watch this show. Um, and to me, it's quite bewildering, because even though I'm not a big fan of CW, I actually did happen to watch a little bit of DC Legends of Tomorrow to know that they have White Canary over there, which is also gay. I mean, they even had this episode where they went back in time, and I think she fucked the Queen of England or something. It's just like the most cringe-inducing things. So there is already a female gay superhero on TV. So how on earth is this a historic reveal? Do they believe that people in the future are going to study this in school? Do they actually think that anything happening in Batwoman is historic? Like, let me put it this way. If someone discovers the cure for cancer and puts that in a Batwoman's episode, the world will still not have the cure for cancer because no one watches it. No one would know that it's there. I mean, I had to go through the difficulty to actually find someone that tortures themselves in order to watch this, because he's also a YouTuber and he makes money reviewing this, because otherwise, like, I don't understand how you could subject yourself to this torture. And he told me how this worked. And like, I couldn't believe it. I generally couldn't believe it, right? So imagine if a reporter would write that Batman is gay. Okay, he would say that he sucks cock every night. He bounces on the penguin's pogo stick and takes the penguin's umbrella up the butthole. Do you honestly think Batman would care? In fact, he would probably encourage that line of thinking in order to disassociate Bruce Wayne from Batman. Because if people were to believe that Batman is gay, then when they look at Bruce Wayne, they would be like, well, clearly he can't be Batman, considering he goes out with all these female supermodels 24/7. But this is what happens when you have like some character consistency, when the character somehow drives the story, and the character isn't just a prop for the show writer to spew their ideology from. And it actually becomes like a person you care about, even though it's a fictional character, because, you know, you kind of get attached to it. Okay, but in the case of Batwoman, the dread and the horror that people might think she is straight has her coming out in order to show, no, she's gay. So that it's a lot more easy, I guess, for the villains to now connect her with her real identity, because people know Ruby Rose is gay, and therefore, yeah, am I the only one that like is looking at this? And I'm starting to wonder, like, for who is this show written? Who enjoys, like, and then you have like an entire article talking about her sexuality. Like, do you honestly think that people watch superhero movies to figure out where they put their genitals in? Like, is this something that I think the audience is really interested in? I mean, the whole thing with a superhero movie is like, it can be as simple as Lex Luthor wants to rob a bank and Superman stops him. Like literally, that is the core. That is the essence of a superhero movie. Like that is like the essence of what a superhero action is. It's not about preaching to the audience. It's not about trying to talk about the cock and pussy. Like no one cares. Like the whole ethos, the whole core is a bad guy is there and someone has to stop him. But apparently no, like now it's like the coming out, and it's like, oh, do you know that this is a historic event? Oh my god, it's like Batwoman reveal. Oh, would you have ever guessed? And not to mention, like, this is already coming out after Legends of Tomorrow is at season 5, and they had the gay character over there from season 1. And I don't think Black Canary is trying to hide her lesbomancy. And look at it, it's like, how do you feel about it? It's amazing, it's crazy. Who says that? You know, like, you're lucky you don't have comment sections. That's all I'm going to say about it. Because, like, people would call you out so fast. It would, you would have to bar the doors and close the windows just to hide from the actual public's opinion. How will Batwoman coming out impact her and the show? Who asked these questions? Like, even the reporter isn't watching Batwoman, because then she would say, well, no, clearly this is not groundbreaking, because you already have another gay superhero in CW. But even the reporter isn't watching it. Because it says here, billionaire Cat K. Now, I had the misfortune of torturing myself to go through the first episode, and I also read the comic books, which, by the way, are actually likable. Like, they should have just stuck to the comic books. But if you do torture yourself and you happen to watch one of these episodes, you realize that Kate Kane isn't a billionaire. At no point does she actually have the money. Just because she steals Bruce Wayne's company, it doesn't really work that way. She's not a billionaire. But the reporter doesn't know. How would he know? He doesn't watch the show. No one watches it. Except for YouTubers like me. So I can torture myself and tell it to you guys. I mean, look at this. Like, and by the way, just look at the plot, alright? The episode features a hacker who threatened to expose Batwoman's secret. Though Batwoman finds out the hacker is a high school girl whose ex-girlfriend outed her to unsupportive parents. Holy crap! Wow, I wonder why people aren't glued to the telly. By the way, do the writers think this is the 90s? Do they think they're writing for a Middle Eastern country like Singapore that decided to ban the Star Wars gay kiss scene? That they're writing it for America. Is there do they think they're stunning and brave or something? Do they think people actually still care about this nonsense? Because I legitimately don't know. I'm starting to think these people are stuck in the past. They think that this is the 80s and being gay is actually a thing. You know, we're so lucky that China isn't actually importing TV shows from the West, because then you wouldn't have this. You know, can you imagine a world without Batwoman? Because they would try to appease to a Chinese market. That's why you don't find gay people in Hollywood, by the way. That's why you don't find gay people on the big screen. Because the moment you do, Singapore starts complaining. China starts complaining. That's why there's no LGBT representation in Hollywood. And no matter how much the activists are going to go, oh, Marvel, please have a gay super. Never gonna happen. The Chinese man doesn't like it. You know, China pays its homophobia tax. That's where the big bucks are. So no, you're not going to get it. Not going to get it, but you're going to get it on TV. Yeah, very interesting. You know what's even more interesting? Apparently, like the hacker, which was delving into lesbomancy and was about to threaten Batwoman by revealing her secret identity. She was also about to kill a lot of people in Gotham, so attempted murder on an unprecedented scale. And when she finally gets caught, the judge gives her community service. Seems about right. Yeah, no, very realistic show. I wonder why more people aren't watching it. Oh, look, we got 2 people watching it. Kara Danvers wrote Batwoman's coming out story. I'm screaming. Batwoman's coming out interview was written by Kara for Catco. Oh my G. How many likes? How many retweets? Why isn't this being shown? Why don't we? Who are these people? They're not even check marks or anything. Like, you just went on the Twitter and picked two random people that had like some positive things to say about the show. Let's see what people have in the comment section to say about the show. Yawn. Yeah, like I can't even bring myself to actually hate this. Like, can you understand what? Like, at least Game of Thrones was pissing me off because it started off being good, and then it started off being bad. It ended off being bad, and like it annoyed me because I invested a lot of time and energy into watching it, and it's like, what on earth are you doing? But with this, it's like, no, it's literally yawn. No powers, no super. Okay, why? Pointless. Stupid thing I've read in a while. So yeah, the reason this is stupid is that, first of all, the journalist or the interviewer isn't watching the show, because otherwise he wouldn't allow billionaire Kat Kane to go past him, because she's not a billionaire. Secondly, he should know that this isn't any sort of historic event. Like, there are already gay characters in CW. Again, the White Canary, and I'm pretty sure there are others. Like, I haven't watched. Oh, you got Mr. Terrific. Yeah, Mr. Terrific is also gay. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's even more if I were to actually use my brain, but let's be honest, who does that? Who kills neurons thinking about the CW shows? My God, the day when I'll think about CW shows is the day I want to kill myself. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the comment section.